Just have be jolly, be jolly. Oh, hey everybody who I didn't see coming. What are you doing in my house? Hey, you guys might want a review for like a 24, it's 2014 by the time you're watching this video, or after, or something like that, and you're expecting a review. Well, guess what? Here you go. You got one, and maybe more later. Yes, I am the Canadia reviewer doing a new video review for you guys, and you know what? This jacket's getting a little old. It's getting a little, all the dog fur and cat fur all over it. It's just, ugh. So I'm going to do a little costume change before we actually do the review of Transformers Universe Classics 2.0 Legends Warpath. All right, here we go. That did not work. I'm dizzy, so I'm going to change, and then we'll...
I shall destroy everything inside. Mine's bigger, but we're both the same. Is it possible? No!
Quite possibly the world's smallest tank is Warpath, and this is a pretty cool design for a toy that is Universe Classics 2.0. But here's the thing, they did make a Generations figure, which I will say is significantly better.
Random cameo!
But with that said, this was the only Classics Warpath or Generations or Universe Classics 2.0 Generations Warpath we ever had for the time, unless you throw in the Generation 1, or maybe there's third party, I don't know. But basically, this was the only major one that we had for that time, and it really kept us just waiting, but it kept our patience in check. For a deluxe class Warpath, which, by the way, let's take a closer look at it. So it's a nice red, a nice deep red. It's not really coming off the camera as well as I hope, I don't think. But, you know what? It rolls! It's got tires on the bottom. They don't roll that well, and I wish there were two little tires on the front where his hand is. But, you know what? No big deal. Unfortunately, though, he does not have rotation, so, he has a little bit, but it's not much. So if he has to turn around, he has to go... But he does have up and down motion for his tank barrel. Unfortunately, though, it is a little tight, so if you hold it by that, his turret kind of tilts, so a little unfortunate. The legs don't plug in as well as they should, but you know what, they're fine. And guess what, if you lift the canopy open, you can see his head. Now, to a lot of people, that's an Energon Ironhide kind of default, but you know what, it's kind of cute. It's charming is what it is. You know, you just lift that little canopy piece up and, hey, hello people. So, yep, there you go. He's got an Autobot logo on the side, not on this side, because, So that's pretty much it. Let's go on to robot mode. And here's the family of Warpaths that I have so far. Look at all the reds. Ooh! I didn't realize this, but I put the figures from brighter to darker. That's something. And here's Universe Classics 2.0 Warpath in his robot mode. And might I just say that this is a very nice little Warpath. Even though the Generations one came out and it's a lot better, this one still kept us waiting for a while, so I'm really happy with that. It just kept our patience down a little bit and held us together until the time came when a Deluxe Generations Warpath came out. So, this figure is absolutely fantastic. He's got the little tidbits of a Warpath for Generation 1, and it's absolutely amazing. However, he does have his little flaws. Now, let's take a closer look at one of them. The articulation on the legs, they only move that much. However, some toys of the Legends class don't even have knee articulation, so at least he has something. And even elbow articulation, which is nice. He can go all the way to there. Oh, look at that. It's bendable. A nice look at the head. It's really nicely done. It does look like Warpath. Now, let's talk about the origins of how I got this figure in my hand. Well, I bought it at a little store. It wasn't really that much, but it was a little store. And I saw a box of little toys. And I thought they were all McDonald's toys. I saw a Transformers animated Starscream and a bunch of other little figures. And then I found this guy. Only paid $1 for him. $1. So that was absolutely amazing. I love this figure. I love that he was cheap. He has a ball joint in his arm, which is all fun and dandy, and you can extend his barrel for his own personal needs. That sounded really creepy. Kaboom! And he has a ball joint in the legs, the lower legs, or upper leg, whatever. It's this. He has a basic gray body, which is kind of, I don't know, just not as impressive as I hoped. I wish it was silver, but you know what? You can't win them all. The red's very nice. It's light, it's colorful, it's cartoony, and he has a lot of black details that really just makes this figure shine. You can flip this around and make his legs a little bit more bulkier. However, he doesn't really have a heel, so he doesn't have the greatest opportunity to stand. You can get him to stand, but it's actually very difficult. But it can be done, I'm sure. There you go. Ah, that did not make me a liar. So, I really like this figure. Let's go to my overall review. So overall, do I recommend Universe Classics 2.0 Warpath? Absolutely. This is a nice soft sweater. It's good. Buy it.